Apostle Paul mentioned in 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 27, I use the NASB, but I discipline my body and make it my slave so that after I have preached to others, I myself will not be disqualified. They would also abstain from rich, unhealthy food. So not only by means of beating your own body, but you try to discipline yourself, not eating the food which is not allowed to you because of your health. And the doctor said that you must not eat this and this and that. So self-control. Last time may dala po si Ate Carrie na mga bagnet ba yan? Yeah. And masarap po kumain. Pero ako po, nararamdaman ko na bata pa po ako, mukhang bata, pero sabi namin nagkakaedad na rin tayo at doon na rin tayo papunta. Guusap kami mag-asawa, doon na rin tayo papunta. Pag kumakain po ako, sumasakit yung bato ko. So I think I need to stop eating bagnet. So that's why when Ate Carrie asking me, would you like to order? Sabi ko, Brothers and sisters, self-control means building the will to say no when a powerful appetite inside you screams, yes. No? So self-control is lost in a moment of impulse and passion. And the cause of such lack of self-control is devastating. Devastating. Alam niyo po ba, mayroon pong mga tao na hindi lang sila nakapag-control within 10 seconds, nakapatay na sila ng tao. We're talking about that. No. Meron po mga tao na hindi sila nakapag-control within 10 seconds and they destroyed properties. They destroyed properties. Meron po akong nais ipakita sa inyo na video. It is just a short video. Pwede pong paki-play. Illustration of lack of self-control. Story of Tanha and Eddie. Si Eddie, naalala niya yung kanyang asawa while driving his mixer truck. Sabi niya, uwi muna ako sa bahay. I want to see my wife. Mimiss ko na siya. May nakita siyang kotse nakaparada sa harap ng bahay nila. Wow! When he saw, wow! Nawalan na siya ng control. Nanalo pala sila ng kotse. They won a car. Mga kapatid, make every effort to add self-control to our faith. Growing in faith is increasing in this virtue and character. Growing in faith is increasing in this virtue and character. So, it's not only that self-control should diligently be gained, but according to Apostle Peter, self-control must be driven by godliness. Must be driven by godliness. Ano po ang sabi rito? If you possess these qualities in increasing measure, they will keep you from being ineffective and unproductive in your knowledge of our Lord Jesus Christ. Well, it says, increasing measure. Di ba? So if you possess these qualities in increasing measure, no po, yan po ina-emphasize ni Apostle Peter in increasing measure. So, I believe that self-control must be driven by godliness. You know, robber, thief, well, I'm not saying na may robber dito at mayroong mga thieves dito, no? What I'm saying is, ano ba ang layunin nitong mga robbers na ito at saka itong mga thieves na ito? They rob because they are being driven by a purpose. They need money. They need drugs. They need it for their vices. And maybe for computer games. No? May mga kabataan, they try to get money because the purpose, they are being driven by a purpose to play. No? Well, you get angry to your son or apo, mga lolo at lola, because you are driven by desire to teach them the right thing or values in life. Well, you may impose authority if you're a husband because you are driven by the thought that you are not under. I'm not under. Well, understanding, pero not under. So that's why you're imposing your authority. You are driven by a purpose. Brothers and sisters, self-control must be driven by godliness. Kaya hinahangad natin, kaya ninanais ni Apostle Peter for us to acquire and to have this virtue. It is not for anything else, but it is for godliness. For a life which is godly. Well, alam niyo po mga kapatid, effectiveness and productiveness in our knowledge of our Lord Jesus are the driving force, I believe. The driving factors, what I mean to say is the driving factors that keep us growing in the grace of our Lord. No? Effectiveness and productiveness. Well, it is a process wherein the Lord is sanctifying us, the Lord is changing our lives, and if we are not controlling ourselves, we do not know how to control ourselves, then how we should live a sanctified life. Malapit na pong dumating ang Panginoon. We see all these signs. Nagkakagulo po sa Middle East, ang mga bansa. And here are earthquakes and tsunamis. I believe that it is, I just imagine when I saw it on TV, I was imagining what the Lord did in the times of Moses when the Red Sea, no? When he cut the Red Sea, big water, it is the hand of God. Well, sometimes we do not know what is the purpose. And maybe, brothers and sisters, the Lord is just reminding us, we need to continue to live a life, a godly life. Let's remember this, that self-control leads to godliness. Actually, it is so crucial for Christ's followers that self-discipline or the so-called self-control is being applied. Well, actually, it is also a requirement for anyone who wishes to be a leader in the church or a mentor, no, for others. For James, practicing self-control is like breaking in an animal. You know how to break in an animal? or particularly the horse, hindi po ako mangangabayo. Pero I just research it sa pamagitan po ng aking may bahay. So, yun daw po ang kabayo, yung horse, yung stallion or wild horse na kung saan ay nagkukumahog, nagtatatalon, nagtatatakbo, hindi mo yan mapipigilan, hindi mo yan makokontrol. No? And to practice self-control is like breaking in an animal. Ano po ang ginagawa nila? Sasamahan nila ng another horse na kung saan ay maamo. No? I think it's a girl. Kasi pagka-stallion din yon, mag-aaway yon, magpapatayan sila. So I think girl yan, no? So itatali yan. Magkatali sila ngayon. At yung stallion nagkukumahog pa rin, gusto niyang kumawala. At siya'y takbo ng takbo, paikot ng paikot, ikot ng ikot, hanggang mapagod. At pagdating po ng gabi, uuwi po yun pong horse, yung maamo na horse, uuwi siya. At dahil nakatali sa kanya yung stallion, wala na itong magawa kundi sumama na lang. That is how Apostle or James, no, look what self-control is. It is like breaking in an animal. That's why he mentioned in James chapter 2 or chapter 3 verses 2 and 3. If anyone is never at fault in what he says, he is perfect man, able to keep his whole body in check. When we put bits into the mouth of horses to make them obey us, we can turn the whole animal. Well, Apostle Paul, as what I've said kanina po, Paul takes this issue so seriously. And he writes, I beat my body, I make it my slave, so that after I have preached to others, I myself will not be disqualified for the prize. Kaya nga po, napakalaking accountability and responsibility ng mga nangangaral ng salita ng Diyos.